Good morning, welcome back to another vlog. Today is extra exciting because Star Wars invited me to the Andor launch event in Hollywood. I am so excited for this. I've been looking forward to season 2 of Andor for a long time, and with all the trailers and all the promotion, I've honestly been getting really hyped, so I'm so excited to see the sneak peek tonight. I honestly don't know what to expect. They were like pretty vague and pretty low-key in the invite, that it was going to be like a Q&A and a sneak peek of Andor, so I'm like, hopefully that means some of the cast will be there. That would be insane. I'll probably pass out. But I'm so excited. We have really fun outfits that we planned that are like low-key Rebels slash Cassian inspired. And I think it's just gonna be a fun night. I do want to add though that today is gonna be pretty chaotic because we leave for Japan tomorrow morning at 5 in the morning, and we live in San Diego, so we're gonna drive up to LA for the day, just kind of hang out, probably have some lunch, do a little shopping, then we're gonna go to the event, and then we're gonna come right home and go to sleep because we have to wake up early tomorrow. So I mean, I can't think of a better way to kick off Star Wars celebration and all things Star Wars. It's gonna be a really fun time, and I'm so grateful that they thought to invite us because I love Star Wars and I would celebrate it if it was just me, but it's so much better getting to celebrate it with fellow fans. So yeah. Okay, time to make some coffee and some breakfast. We have had the most insane morning. I'll give you guys a full update later, but pretty much we had to go to the airport and fix all of my flights. All of the tickets we had issues with all of them. Our flight to Seattle, Seattle to Japan, Japan to Dallas, and Dallas back to San Diego. We had to change them all. And it was a nightmare. It took a day and a half being on the phone, going to the airport multiple times, talking to multiple agent desks. It was insane. We fixed it. It's done. But now we are 3 hours behind. So I'm going to try to do my hair in an hour. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it that fast, but I'm going to try my best. Then we're going to pack up our stuff. We're going to drop our keys off with someone who's house sitting, and then we're going to go up to LA. This is probably the worst angle ever, but I honestly don't have time to get out a tripod and do all that, so I am so sorry, but we are in a rush. Despite all this craziness, I am so excited for tonight. I don't think there could have been a better way to kick off Star Wars Celebration than to go to a Star Wars event right before. So very excited for that. I know a few of my friends are going, so it'll be nice to see them and catch up. And honestly, I can't believe there's already a new Star Wars show out. I really hope my hair looks decent. Because it takes me a while to do it. My hair is very, very thick. Some people can just curl like 8 curls on their head and they're done. No, I'm doing like 3/4 of an inch of each section and it'll fall out. So trying our best here, trying not to have an anxiety attack. First row of curls are done. Let's see how many I can do. Okay, I'm making good time. I just did this front section, and now I just have this part to curl, and then I'm gonna ask Erica how it looks and what else needs to be curled, and then get dressed. No.
Oh, again?
Show me.
There's a clear.
Show me the skyline. There it is. You can see it behind all the trees. Now you can see. Google Maps.
Man, they have it closed off.
In 500 feet, turn right.
We made it to Hollywood, barely. We have like maybe 45 minutes until we're supposed to check in. So just enough time. I think it's comfortable. But you guys can see over there, the whole street's actually blocked off. So we've never done like a full red carpet. So I'm a little nervous. We'll see how this goes. But that means that like the whole cast is here.
I think so.
So
what's a Q&A?
Yeah, it's like a Q&A panel. So try to get the inside scoop. But so excited to be here. We'll do a little fit check in a second. But doing our best to be rebels. How you feeling?
Good?
Good? Question mark? Are you nervous?
A little bit, yeah. Like, what if like Diego Luna and I like become really good friends?
Yeah, what if you guys like hit it off?
What if we just
exchange numbers?
like I could hang out with him more than I hang out with you.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't want that to affect anything, but you know, we'll see.
Maybe.
How are you feeling?
Feeling good. I didn't really get nervous until I saw that it's like a full red carpet, but as long as I can walk in a straight line, I think I'll be okay.
Are you drunk?
No, I just am clumsy, but overall feeling good and excited. Excited to see everyone. Hey, it's Editing Bella. I'm currently in Japan for Star Wars Celebration, and it is midnight, and I need to get this video up, so I'm gonna have to do my voiceover in the bathroom. I'm so sorry for the audio quality. I really tried my best, but it is what it is. So, without further ado, enjoy. They had a DJ playing live music, which was really, really cool, but unfortunately, because of copyright, I'm gonna have to do a voiceover for this section. So this was my very first red carpet, and I honestly did not know what to expect, but it was so, so cool. They invited a bunch of cosplayers, which obviously I always love seeing. They had tons of food and sweet treats and drinks, which was really nice. And they had a lot of really cool photo ops, like this poster. Then they had the full red carpet where all the cast and crew were walking, and we got to see them from afar. We didn't get to talk to them, but I was losing my mind just being in their vicinity. It was really cool to be waiting in line to take our photo in front of the theater and just have Diego and like the cast just chilling there. So yeah, this was just a surreal night. I'm so glad we got to go. We got to see so many of our friends and just celebrate Star Wars, and it was honestly a night I will never forget. So very grateful that we were included in this. Whatever, my record.
Grab me some butter for this popcorn.
here, but there's a lot of chairs among you of people who worked in the show, so I want to take a moment to acknowledge those people.
So every promise he makes, you know, it means one thing for him, and for me as an actor, it means another. You know, it's fully charged of emotion. But I needed to give Cassian this feeling of awakening. The life is starting for him. You know, he's finding out that he's useful, that there's something to fight for, that there's family, there's belonging, that he can build something, that he has to have those dreams in order for this second season to exist. But there I am as an actor knowing, oh shit. You know, and that's what makes this second season, I think, so exciting, because we know the ending, you know, which makes this whole project very special. Because we know the ending, therefore there's complete freedom to go backwards, you know?
Absolutely, yeah. Tony, one of my favorite things about you is you're unafraid to introduce new locations. What was the highlight or challenge perhaps for you of bringing all of that to life?
Well, you should ask Zana, because I would turn in new stuff and there's another 17 characters. We used 400 speaking parts in the two seasons. Man, if you're gonna go for it, and they're letting you go for it, you might as well go for it. When you're winning, press. I mean, we knew, he and I knew, and I knew, this is a one-shot deal. You never get an opportunity to work on a canvas like this, never get to work with material like this, get to tell a 1,500-page story about revolution and ordinary people when history comes knocking on their door, and, you know, I mean, when you know, if someone says you can build a Brooklyn Bridge, you really want to go for it, you know? So it was, we tested everybody's patience and pain threshold for sure, but, you know, you only get one shot.
Incredible moments, and it's really not about just any one person, and we get to learn so much about Mon Mothma, who is one of Genevieve, I mean, this season we get to see more and more about what's behind and beneath her composure. So what surprised you most about her arc, and how did it shift your understanding of her?
It's so exciting to be here to talk to you all. I'm a little bit nervous. It's so,
we love you!
I think what Tony and his writing team have done have given story space and character space to this woman in a way that we've just never had before. We know that she's important, we feel her weight, we feel her gravitas, but in this season in particular, I mean, they laid the ground beautifully in season 1, but in this season in particular, they really elevate her. You really see who this woman is, what she has to risk, how she does it, and what her part and her impact in the rebellion is. And as me, for an actor, that was, you know, everything, but also for the character, for her to have this voice and this moment. I was really excited to be a part of that, and I can't wait for people to see it, because I think you're going to be really satisfied.
Hello, Mr. Forrest Whitaker. Okay, Pereira is such a pivotal piece of the universe, and this show explores the many ideas of what a rebellion could be, should be, depends on who you ask. What has it been like for you digging even deeper into this character and then coming back?
I mean, so, first of all, thanks, I mean, you feel really good. He represents that fighting force that's inside of us that will fight against the establishment, fight against things in the world. He's a rebel in that way, but he's a rebel that crosses lines because he's living by whatever means necessary. He'll do what he needs to do. You know, and we see him torture someone. See, the thing was, first he was with the Rebel Alliance, and then he was too soft for him. Didn't address things. He wasn't able to accomplish what he wanted, which is the freedom of his people. So he started to cross the lines. And the lines that he crossed, they started to become more and more faded the further he got away from the one he did before. So finally he started to lose his idea of what's right and what's wrong. because the only right to him is for everything to be put right. And until that happens, he's going to be fighting.
Tony, what has it been like for you digging deeper into Saul's story and particularly collaborating with Forrest?
Oh man, I mean, to know that you have this, I mean, it's like a chessboard. It's like, or it's like you're in a kitchen. You have this, like, sitting there on the counter is this really great flavor, and you can't afford to use it all the time. You saved up for it, but we're using it tonight. We have I think we have the definitive Saw Gerrera scene in this show this time. Yeah, man, I mean, it's just a gas to have. Imagine what it's like.
What a pun you said.
We really were like, it was like a poodle answering a math quiz. We had no idea. And so we woke up one day in Scotland literally having a scotch in Scotland.
I had breakfast before. Go straight for the scotch.
No, but I mean, we're like, holy shit, there's no way we could possibly ever do 5 seasons. What are we gonna do? And we, not by any genius, but we looked and said, oh my God, we have 4 blocks of 3 episodes, and we need 4 years to cover. What if we did 1 year every block and jumped a year? And
that was his idea. He plays it as if it was just an easy thing to come with.
No, but it sort of was just sitting there. It really was like it was a problem, and there was the answer. And then when we started to sketch on it and figure it out, it was like, oh my God, what if we only came back and come back for 3 days each time? Could you do that? Could you have all this negative space? And it turns out that it's a really exciting thing to work on. And then it's not just exciting to work on, but it propels the story, and it lets the actors do all kinds of interesting things to fill in the negative space. It really was a real energizing. It went from being a desperate fear to being something we were really, really excited about. And I don't know how many writers have had a chance to work in a format like that. We couldn't find a comp for it. I don't know if anybody's done it before, but man, it was really providential for us. It was a really big gift of the gods for that answer to come up for us. And so, it's been very exciting to work on it that way.
Absolutely. Did more add that?
Yeah, but it was gonna be. It's 2.5 years to do 1 season, right?
Yeah.
It would have been more than a decade.
Yeah.
Firing blasters, no one would buy it. 55-year-old guy going the guy was 20 years ago. It's also a prequel of a prequel. It's just an amazing idea because at the end what this is a homage to cinema, to the genesis of Star Wars, because it's 4 blocks that last the time of a film.
We think we made 8 movies in 5 years. That's really how we think of it. That's
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I have 2 messages.
Yes.
One for fans and one for them. But you have to witness both. First of all, there's nothing like working for something that says Star Wars, I don't think I'll ever go back to something close to this. People talked a lot about at the beginning of the weight and the pressure. I would say just one thing. I mean, when we tell stories, when we decide to give life to a character and meaning to the words that you see, written and you put together something like this, you're hoping someone cares. And being in this show, having worked for your care, for your love for Star Wars, knowing you're there, waiting for us to deliver, it's the big difference, There's nothing like this. Thank you for the love you have for what we do, because I'm fortunate, and I think we're all fortunate of working and telling a story you care about, and I hope we deliver. I hope you're proud and happy with this second season and with Andor in general, because we put our hearts and our passion behind it. But it's because of you, so thank you so much. Sorry. But then the second one it's meant for them to be very uncomfortable. It's like Tony said to me, like, let's tell a story where we can see how revolutions erupt. You know, how revolutions happen, how this rebellion is possible, what needs to happen, what is the social climate, the political climate, and I have to say that this was a revolution for me in every possible way. And revolutions are about community. And this community we created, I'm gonna keep forever, you know? It's been 6 years of being exactly where I wanna be. And I wanna thank you all for that.
Thank you guys so much. We're gonna come up here and take a photo for everybody. Andor Season 2 debuting globally on Disney Plus, April 22nd, 2025. Woo! Your cast and crew of Andor, thank you.
That was wild.
That was amazing.
That was so
That was awesome.
cool. So we got to do like a season 1 recap, which honestly was amazing seeing it like on the big screen.
I was tearing up.
Yeah, no, it was really emotional. And then we got to watch the first sequence of the first episode. So it was about 15 minutes. Oh my God, you guys are not ready. You're not ready. Like, I was literally like squealing, like pointing out things like, oh my God, that's this. Oh my God, that's that. Like,
The nerd in me, almost shit his pants.
Like that location was announced, and I was like, they did the thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like it's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. And then we got to have the cast come out, and they did a special Q&A.
Yeah, it was like a whole panel with Ash Croson.
That was so cool.
They had like the whole cast pretty much.
Yeah, and they got to ask them they asked some really interesting questions.
Yeah.
And we got some really amazing answers. So I'm so happy. That was so special. I loved that. Thank you, Star Wars, for inviting us to such a fun night, and I cannot wait for the 22nd. I will be seated.
I don't think I'm gonna sleep tonight because I want to watch the rest of it.
Right? You gotta rewatch Rogue One.
Yes.
And get ready. Yeah.